Millions of businesses are leaving themselves open to being hijacked or even hacked. And it's something you need to be aware of because it happened back in the 90s to Burger King, to British Telecom, and it could happen to your local business today. But there is a simple solution which I'm going to cover in this video today. You may be thinking, why worry? Well, your Google Business profile is one of your strongest assets. As we go into the new AI search results that Google is going to go to the profiles and it's going to be serving results based on local businesses. So you'll know from my other videos, it's going to be one of the most important assets you own. So keeping control of your profile on Google Maps is safeguarding your future, your free traffic, your sales from local customers. And of course, it's free. But there is something that's quite concerning, as you can see from these comments. Yeah, these emails are the clues to reacting quickly. If you get an email like this, you have about 3 days to respond, according to Google. So this email is a result of someone trying to claim your business. So literally, they have gone to your business, they've clicked the claim, and then they've tried to activate it. And now you're getting an opportunity to respond because you're down as the owner. But you know, even in Oxford Street, London, there are unclaimed businesses. And these businesses are in danger of becoming hijacked, hacked, and taken over by someone who could use them by a competitor to get more information. So that raises a question, why would anyone want to hijack your business? Well, they can take control, they could put your website down so that any information that comes through to that particular business profile, rather than going to your website, now goes to their website. So potentially they could own your business and your inquiries. And this goes back to what was known in the late 90s as cyber squatting. So what's cyber squatting? How does that work? Well, in the days when no one really had domain names and people were selling domain names, what was happening was a lot of the businesses hadn't caught on to the fact that websites were the way forward. It was a new technology like AI is today. And what was happening is that big companies were realizing that someone had already bought their domain name. So companies such as burgerking.co.uk was owned and then sold to Burger King for £30,000. That's about $38,700. BT.org, or British Telecommunications, they were sold it for £5,600 or $7,300 in its day, as you can see here from this old BBC News item. And these are registered domain names such as Ladbrokes.com, marksandspencer.com, and even spicegirls.net and buckinghampalace.org were all owned by this company. The rules hadn't really been revised to stop this happening, this cyber squatting. So this is very real for Google business owners today, that someone can hijack your business because you haven't made sure that you're the rightful owner. But when you start looking at other businesses on Google Maps, why is it that some enable you to claim or become an owner and others don't? And this is a question that's hard to answer. I asked some experts and Google doesn't really reveal why it appears on some and not on others. Now, I do think there is an answer to that, but before I answer that, there is an unusual amount of businesses that a hijacker could do that too. I just took a look on Google Maps and all these are potentials. And if you click on these, you see you can get ownership. And then if they don't respond within 3 days, potentially you now can become an owner. So that is something that could easily happen to even a verified business. But back to our main issue. So what can you do to stop this happening, this showing? Should you just register it again? Or will that cause more issues? Well, let's understand why the button's there or the link in the first place. Remember, Google initially was trying to get its database built up of all the shops that are on the high street. And so it's enabled people that can register through Google, they can say there's a business here, they can add a business. It doesn't make them owner, it just means they've registered the business. And so now most high streets have all the businesses in, but not all of them have been claimed by the owners. And that's where you have this kind of difference, it appears. The other thing, of course, is Google recognizes that sometimes people sell businesses. So they've enabled this claim a business so that a new owner, if they then purchase a business, they can also claim the Google business profile that goes with it. So I studied hundreds of businesses on Oxford Street, London. And as you can see, this business is no other than in Selfridges and it's unclaimed. So the key to secure ownership is to claim it, make sure that it's added not just by a Google member, but also added and then claimed by you, the owner. And then if you keep your Google Business profile updated, if it's verified, if you then manage it, then the chances are, I think, that that button will eventually get removed because Google will see you're an active manager. Now, if you do need to add a manager or pass ownership, you can do it by going into here. But whatever you do, don't register another business in frustration if you can't get a hold of the ownership straight away, because that will produce a duplicate business, and duplicate businesses often then get suspended, or you get the original business suspended as well. And that then causes even more complications to sort out. Now, I know from many of your comments on here that some find it hard to verify. Perhaps they don't get the postcard, they're not used to using a phone call method or a video verification method, and that seems to be the latest method rather than the postcard method. But actually there are 7 ways you can verify a business, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Other comments reveal that some just won't verify their business. And the reason being is they don't want to verify it because they need to then verify the address through the postcard. And they don't want their address known to Google. They don't want the address known to the public. Well, the key is to just not show the address. You can actually toggle that on and off. And although Google needs to know the address because it needs to know where the center of the business is, it needs to know if it's going to be serving local customers, it needs to know where local means. And so your address is a central part of that. But once you've registered it, you can choose whether or not that shows to the public. But currently most businesses need to be verified to avoid a false claim of ownership. But if you want to verify your business, you need to know all the various ways that you can verify it. And this video here will show you 7 other ways to a postcard as to how you can verify your business. So make sure you watch this next.